Hey, this is Axis. Got something special for you this time around. Last week in the AWL, it was a bye week for all of our clans. They were all on break, except for a couple that had some makeup wars that they had to do. So we have a makeup war in the Nuhumans Division. That's just our 8s and 9s, our only division with the 8s. It's a no reach, no dip division, and you can't use anything higher than a Town Hall 9 in the CC. That means no bowlers. So we have a battle between Do Work Sun and the War Kings. I went through all of their battles and I found some really cool Town Hall 8 and Town Hall 9 attacks, some awesome Town Hall 9 unusual attacks, so you have to check these out. Alright, we are going to start this out with Twisted Tuck from Do Work Sun. He is going to attack this base by air. He is starting up at the 11 o'clock, dropping a bunch of loons to take care of that first air defense, haste them in there, get them in there as fast as possible, and that's a bonus, was able to pull up a bunch of air traps. Looks like the only CC troop that was in there that could threaten the air was a witch, which is a good thing. Took care of that second air defense with a lightning spell, and now it's time for the funnel. Have two dragons to take care of the edges. Now, do you see the direction of the sweeper there? He is right there. He is going from the back of the sweeper. Never a good idea to go toward the wind of the sweeper because it's just a never winning battle with the Town Hall 8. So he dropped the king there to take care of the buildings right in front of the trio of wizard towers. Going up against them it's gonna be brutal. So I want to make sure and get the dragons there as quickly as possible. And now they are finally going into it, dropping the rage to get them through there quickly. Loon behind so the loon can get in there as fast as possible to the air defense, but he didn't need to worry about that because the dragons were right there to take it on down. So the dragons are working on the base. Building by building. The only defense that's standing that can even threaten is that archer tower right there, but the dragon brings that down quickly. So now this is just, I'm speeding on through there, so now it's just the dragons just chomping on building after building after building. There you go, 3 stars, 100%. Good job, Twisted Tuck. Let's go on the other side now. This is Jason from the War Kings. He is going to attack this by hog, starting down there at the south. He is going to take care of that one mortar with one hog, so that there are a couple of wizards down there as well, so that they can take care of the town hall. While they're busy working on that, he drops a golem and a couple of more wizards. Now it's all about the funnel. You want to make sure and take care of where you're going to direct your troops. He drops a couple of wall breakers because he wants to get them in there. And looks like there was a P.E.K.K.A. in the CC. And going in there to take care of the cannon. That is as close as possible where the CC is, because you want to pull the CC for the take care of them before you drop in the hogs. Here they come. All right, gonna take care of the dropping the poison, and then the wizards will be able to reach in and take down the baby dragon from the sky. So the king is gonna go out and try and take care of the buildings on the edge, but he goes down. So the P.E.K.K.A. is there to take care of the buildings on the outside. Here comes the cavalry. Dropping the hogs, looks like as a V, so that they'll meet up there and take advantage of any heal spells that he drops. He's got that big open airspace right there, so you definitely want to make sure and drop a heal there. Now, I do want to point out that all of the bases that you're seeing today, all of them are fresh attacks. The attackers have no clue where any of the traps are, so that's really cool. Walking through there to see where the hogs are. Looks like we've got a couple of hogs at the top, take care of that archer building, and then all that's left are some cannons. They're going to take care of the defenses, the cannons, and the mortar, and down they go. So all that's left are the collectors. While they're doing their thing, I just want to say, if you like what you see, I hope that you do give me a thumbs up, and I'm starting to do more of these type of videos, so if this is what you're looking for, I do invite you to subscribe. I do thank you for that. There you go, last building, Jason of the War Kings, away to go. Going on the next one, we're going to do the Town Hall 9 now. Staying over on the War Kings side, Mahi the Best. I love this attack. Town Hall 9, this is going to be by air, but he's starting off with a Queen Walk, dropping the loon to pull any air traps, and then the baby dragon. Now he is working on the funnel on the right side. because this is an air attack. You want to try and take care of any air defenses, but you see where that air defense is? Way over there. The queen's going to have to walk all the way over there, but you see she's starting to go up toward the 3 o'clock, so he drops a loon and a wizard to hopefully take care of the buildings and invite her. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Now she's starting to go that way, dropping the king so that she doesn't go too far over there. And look at that, he's dropping one wall breaker. Perfect. One wall breaker just in case there was a bomb, and then raging so that they goes right on through there, taking care of the queen and that wall breaker to get in there. She took care of one air defense, and then there's an expo going down. Cannon, now there's a second air defense there. She gonna be able to reach in there? There's not much time left. She took care of 46% of the base before he started by air. She's gonna reach in there, perfect timing. Air defense was able to pull off one attack against that lava, and then she was able to bring it down. This surgical deployment of the loons, it's all about placing the spells. There's a couple at the 3 o'clock. He's going to haste those in, and now it's just a slow race to get the rest of the defensive buildings down. All that's left are, it looks like, Expo and then a couple of archer towers, and then it's just a slow bringing it on down. So I am going to zoom on through here. This was a very well planned out attack. My, the best of the War Kings. You deserve that 3-star, 100%. Way to go. All right, we're going to go over to the other side. Sir Wincelot from Do Work Son. This is his version of a hog attack. He's starting off with wizards, unprotected wizards. What are those called? Glass mages? I think that's what those are called. So he's starting out with those, dropping the golems finally, and then some more wizards behind there. The golems are going after the mortar there. Trying to take care of the buildings up there at the northern side, so that dropping the jump so that they can get in there. Here come the CC troops. Looks like a bunch of goblins in there. But he dropped the poison. Wasn't over far enough to take care of that baby dragon, so it's a good thing that the queen was there, so that and some wizards to help shoot him out of the air. There finally is down, and while they are finishing up on a bunch of those bases, here come the hogs. Now he's deploying it, going all the way down to take care of those buildings over there on that northeast edge, dropping one heal spell to protect them and bring them back to life over there, and then some more. He had a couple more hogs, surgical deployment going through there. Now they're taking that down, taking the wizard tower down in the center, going for that wizard tower as well, healing the ones in the center. It looks like we've got some skellies that are nipping at the heels on the group of hogs, taking care of the air defenses. Another air defense and a cannon. Looks like there is a troll Tesla down there, going down there to take care of that last defense. Once that's down, it's just they're going to turn around and swat those skellies out of the way. And I'm just going to speed on through here because this is a done deal. Sir Wincelot, way to go. That last collector, down it goes. All right, way to go. 3-star, 100%. And our last attack is by Destroyer of the War Kings. Interesting attack. He drops a loon in front of the baby drag each time to pull any air traps there, so they can take care of the funnel. Again, it's all about the funnel. So this is not Queen Walk. This is a P.E.K.K.A. Walk. It's kind of interesting. You don't normally see these types of attacks. So he drops the king in there as well, so that the king can walk with the P.E.K.K.A.s, raging them on through. When you put a rage on a bunch of P.E.K.K.A.s, they're gonna just barrel on through the walls. The walls are nothing. And the queen is in there to help take care of the CC troop, the baby dragon up in the sky along with the poison. So they're working on the rest of the buildings there on the center, and she'll be able to reach over and take care of the wizard towers as well. Do you see up there that mortar? There was no other defense that could threaten that mortar, so he just dropped two hogs on that one to take care of that one. That was a smart move on that part. He only had 10 hogs for this hog attack at the end. So actually, it was more of a 3-stage attack, or 2-stage, I should say. The Pekka walk, and then actually it's 3-stage because you had the funnels, then the Pekka walk, and now it's the hogs. And now he didn't bring a poison to take care of the skellies. He brought his own skellies, and it was just skellies against skellies, and 3 stars. Very unusual attack, but way to go. So this is the final score on this. The War Kings 59, Do Work Son 52. Great war, good attacks on both sides. Can't wait to see how you guys do in the finals. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.